Good morning, everyone. It is day 29 of Nanojoumo, and today's theme is coffee. I'm starting out with a page I really was not happy with, so I thought I'd cover it over. I have some dictionary text pages that actually have coffee on it, so I thought that was kind of nice that I was actually taking that page out of the dictionary. And I'm just using some collage page to adhere that to the page, scraping it down and trying to get it smoothed out. The dictionary page is a little bit larger than the actual journal page because this is a really old fat dictionary that I found in a thrift store. So now I'm coming in with some gesso, and I'm just going to coat the dictionary text to knock it back a little bit. I'm going around the area that says coffee and the description of the word coffee, and just creating a surface that I will do my collaging onto. It's going to take a little while for this to dry, and so I'm just working it and trying to get it to lie down on the page. It takes quite a bit of heat, and I'm checking my time and trying to stay within the 15 minutes. I know I'm not, because I just don't, and I'm so bad. Okay, so now I have some glaze. This happens to be golden yellow ochre glaze. It's a water-based acrylic with a satin finish, and I'm just spreading that around the page to give it the kind of an aged background color to the page. I wanted it to look kind of like, spilled coffee on the newspaper kind of thing, or stained, or so that's where I was going with the yellow ochre. Now this too takes drying time, and I'm dabbing at it and trying to get it to dry, and of course my time is clicking away and not doing real well on time. So now I'm picking up some alcohol ink, and I want to create more of that drippage. So I come around the edge of the page with the alcohol ink, and then I'm going to spritz with my bottle that has alcohol in it and just let that kind of saturate and drip around on the page, and add a little more of that coffee spillage texture to the page. I don't know about you, but I have to keep coasters on everything because the coffee rings would be everywhere. So I'm drying again, drying. It also seems to be part of the process, but that's okay. If it takes a little bit longer than what I had anticipated, we'll just keep working and get to it. Now, I have some dies that I had cut and embossed earlier. These are Biggs dies from Tim Holtz, I believe, and I had used a combination of embossing powders to make it look more like the enamel ware. I wanted it to have that old rustic look. And then these are some stamps. I'm not sure who they even are. I probably got them 20 years ago attending some scrapbook event, but I thought they would do for what I wanted to on the page. And the quote is saying, "Everything is better with coffee." And I haven't had mine yet this morning, so I'm going to be finding out here real soon. I'm using the top of one of those containers, those metal containers that carries the film strip. I think it's a Tim Holtz product, or ideology, I guess. And creating the O for my coffee word, and just letting that sit and try to dry a little bit, and then I'm using some more of the collage page to put those coffee cups down on the page. They're going to take a lot of drying time also. I think I'm probably even getting closer into my next 15-minute session. I did complete this in about 30 minutes, so that wasn't too bad. There was a little prep time because I did have to make the coffee cups and that sort of thing, but overall not too bad considering the way I work and how many layers and how much drying I have to do. So I'm having a little difficulty because the embossing powder, of course, I'm heating it, and so it wants to bubble up, and I don't want to stick my finger in it. So I'm using a card to try to hold it down a little bit. If I would let it dry naturally normally, but since we're under a time constraint, I'm kind of pushing the limit here. Okay, so I'm going to finish out my coffee word in my saying. And I'm just using the individual letters from that stamp set. And I see I kind of fudged on the coffee. And I had used a food ball pen to write the center section is better with. It was a blue pen. I don't know what I've done with my black one. It's around here someplace. I really need to clean my studio and find those things and get them back where they belong. But I've been traveling, so it's probably in a bag or went with me, or I'll find it eventually. So I come back with a pit pen and fill in where I kind of fudged on the stamping, and I decide I really don't like that blue pen. It just isn't standing out. Oh, here I'm coming in with some Doc Martin brown watercolor to get some drippage on that coffee ring. It's a Fine Art Hydrus watercolor in burnt umber, and just getting that coffee to drip down the page a little bit, give it that rich coffee color. And okay, so now I'm going back in with that food ball pen, or not food ball, the pit pen, to go over the food ball because I want to cover up that blue and get it back to the black. And there isn't too much more here. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you again next time.